This is reading lesson number 23. This video is for you if you struggle with reading. I'm April McMurtry, a professional reading specialist, dyslexia specialist, and the developer of the Learn Reading program, and I'm going to teach you to read in 100 videos. It's important that you start with lesson 1, and I have that video linked for you in the description below. I will be building upon each lesson in order, so it's important that you watch them in order and start with lesson 1. Here's how these lessons will work. The first 10 are taken from my Begin Reading packet, which is linked next to the number 1 in the description. Lessons 11 through 90 are taken from my Learn Reading program, and those worksheets are linked next to the number 2. And lessons 91 through 100 are taken from my Adult Reading class, and that is linked next to the number 3 in the description below. If you do not purchase the worksheets to follow along with me, that is perfectly fine. I can teach you right here for free, but you will need a piece of paper and a pencil to copy the words down. So if you don't have that, push pause, grab that, and come right back. I will have 2 videos for you each week. You are free to follow along with me right here for free, or you can join me live in my adult reading class. There I can help you a little more personally, and you might enjoy that class a little more if these lessons seem a little easy for you. And that, again, that adult reading class is linked next to the number 3 in the description. If you want an online tutor, I have several that I can recommend, and those are linked for you in the description as well. Okay, let's get started. Okay, to pick up from where we left off, this is lesson 22 on the new words page, and your last 4 words were your homework. They were a little longer, so I taught you that technique of reading where you grab just one new sound at a time. You start with the first 2 sounds, read them as a unit, and then grab the next sound, and then start over, and grab one more sound, start over, grab one more sound, start over, grab one more sound. It would look like this. We know that this C is going to make the soft sound. Same with all of these on this page, except that one. This one and this one, because the next letter is an E, I, or Y. So this word, if we did that reading method, just the grab one technique, it would look like this. In, ins, inse, insid, inside, incident, incident, incident. This word is entrance, entrance. That A changes to the schwa sound, entrance. This word is a good example of how those 2 C's can say 2 different things depending on the letter that comes after it. C will always make its hard sound, k, unless the next letter is an E, I, or Y. So this C is going to say k, because that letter is not an E, I, or Y. This C is going to say S, because that letter is an E, I, or Y. So those 2 C's are going to say 2 different things. So that word is accent, accent, accent. And this word is center, center. Okay, this video, we're going to be in lesson 23. Your sight word is some. So if you have the worksheets, go ahead and pause here and practice all of these words. If not, go ahead and push pause and practice saying these words as a unit. Don't decode them. Our new grapheme for today is A, and A will make the long sound A. The long sound is its name if the next 1 or 2 letters is a vowel. That's the tap 2 rule. So if one of the next 2 letters is another vowel, then that A is going to say its name. Okay, so if you have the worksheets, practice the sounds of all of these graphemes. If not, you can push pause and look at them on the screen. Okay, if you have the worksheets, practice separating the sounds of all of the pictures on this page, and then mark where you hear the long A sound. If you don't, then I want you to count how many sounds are in the word paintbrush. Paintbrush. Push pause, count, come right back. So paintbrush has P, A, N, T, B, R, A, Sh. 8 sounds. P, A, N, T, B, R, A, Sh. 8 sounds. If you didn't get all 8, then I want you to practice saying those sounds right along with me. Push rewind until you can say those more easily. Okay, on our words for today, we're going to practice that A saying A. If the next one or two letters is another vowel. So I'll do the first one with you, and then you can do the rest on your own. So we know that this A is going to say A because there is another vowel one or two doors down. E's at the end are usually silent, but I want you to notice that it's there because it's going to force that C to make its soft sound. So when we dot these sounds, we have P, L, A, S, place, place. Excellent. Okay, I'll be quiet while you work over here. Okay, this A is going to make its long sound because of the tap 2 rule. Say A. This C is going to make its soft sound because there's an E right there. It'll say S, and the C is silent. So the sounds are sp, ace, space, space. All right, doing great. Try the next one. Okay, this A is going to say A. Even though sometimes when A, R are together, it'll say R, this E is going to force it to say A. So that's important. The silent E will trump that R controlling that A sound. So this A is going to make its long sound and say A. The sounds are sp, air, spare, like a spare tire. Excellent. Try this one. Same rule. There's an R there, which sometimes, it usually does control the sound of the vowel before it, which we'll get to in future lessons, but this E is stronger. That E is going to force that A to say A. Okay, so the word is stare, stare. Now you notice if that E wasn't there, then that R could control that A, and that unit AR would say R, and that word would say star. But when you put that E there, that's a pretty powerful letter, and it's going to force that A to say A. Stare, stare. Okay. Go ahead and try these next 4 on your own. I'll tell you what those are next week. Here are your vocabulary words to discover the meanings of and read. Here are your word cards to practice your fluency. And here are the sentences for you to practice reading all of these words in context. And here is the story for you, Amy and baby Nate. Okay, my friends, I'm proud of you. You're doing amazing. I'll see you in the next lesson.